Hello everyone, my name is Jamin. Thanks so much for visiting my channel. In this video, I have a Dell G15 5520 series computer. I'm going to show you how to get inside, access your speakers. So first thing, power down your computer the correct way. Make sure it's off and unplugged from your charger. We're then going to flip the computer over to access our bottom case screws. Now there's 3 screws here towards the left, 3 screws toward the right of my screen, and these 2 down the bottom middle. After that, I would start up here near one of these corners with a small flat plastic pry tool. I say plastic because they tend to scratch your computer less than a metal one will. And starting in one of these corners, I would gently, slowly pry up this bottom panel from the rest of your computer. Now, you don't want to put the pry tool too far in. You could damage some internal components. Just keep it on the outside, go nice and slow. And if you get stuck in a section and you can't proceed anymore in that direction, go to the other side, start there, and continue around. Once you get your bottom case off, this is what you're looking at for the inside of your computer. Now, as a general computer repair side note, whenever I'm working on a computer in my shop, I have it sitting on an anti-static mat. Either that or an anti-static bracelet are great ideas to avoid damaging anything in your computer when you're working on it. If you would like any help with tools or supplies for your computer projects, there'll be a link above. Also below in the description, it'll show you all the tools and supplies and accessories that I recommend for my viewers. Now, before I do anything in a computer, I always either remove or at least unplug the battery. Computers are safest to work on when as little power as possible is running through them. So I'll show you how to remove it and unplug it now. Now, here's your battery down here. It's held down by 4 screws all along the top edge, and you can see them right here, M2X4. That's what kind of screw it is and the location with this white arrow here. So you've got one here in this corner, one here toward the middle, one here toward the right, and then one up here in that corner. So that's how you would unscrew the battery. And then the battery plugs into the motherboard right here. Now, as with most cables and cords in a computer, try not to pull on the wires as much as possible. Try just to get it around the plug. Now, this one was a little hard. There's a section right here in the middle. You'll see it on your computer where you can put a pry tool there and press it out, but those are only so effective. So unfortunately, what I would recommend is grabbing these cables as close to the port and the plug as possible and pulling a little bit while at the same time pushing out there, and that's how I would get that battery plug out. Okay, so now that the battery has been removed or at least unplugged, we can proceed deeper into the computer. Your speakers are down here to the right of my screen near the bottom corner and the left of my screen near the bottom corner. Now, these are not actually screwed in. They're just held in by these rubber washers on top of these posts for sound insulation. So you can just grab these and wiggle them right off of there. Again, they're not screwed in. This one on the left of my screen is not plugged into the motherboard. It connects by this white wire down here to the other speaker. And this speaker's cord goes down here, loops around under that board, and plugs into the motherboard right there. Now, just as a reminder, you see how this white cord is run just so through here? When you're replacing your speakers, if that's what you're doing, make sure you pause this video or take a picture yourself, but you definitely want to get that run the exact same way, because if it's not run exactly like it should be, when you put your bottom case back on, you could pinch that wire or you could pinch it against your battery and damage it. The other thing, this cord here, as mentioned earlier with the battery, try not to pull on wires. They're fragile. Try just to pull on the plugs if you can. And this plug is nice. It's got a grip on the top and bottom, so you can just pull that out with your fingernails or a little pry tool. You should be able to get that out pretty easily. That's how you would access your speakers. I will have another link above, also below in the description. It'll be a list of all the replacement and upgrade parts for this specific model computer. I'll try to have a set of speakers in there as well. If you guys want to find your own speakers, I will try to include the speaker specs below in the description if you want to shop for your own replacement. And I guess the last thing to shout out about a speaker replacement like this, if you are having audio issues, if your sound quality is not right, if it's different when you're using different pieces of software, it could not be your speakers. Your speakers could be fine. It may just be a driver update issue needed, some sort of system update. I will have a link above, also below in the description. It'll be a tutorial on how to make sure all your drivers are updated, your system's updated. It's a pretty simple operation, but definitely try that before coming in here and attempting a physical repair if you're having those kinds of issues with your speakers. If your speakers just sound like junk and they're blown, then yeah, you should replace your speakers. But this is how you get inside the 5520 and access your speakers. Thanks again so much for watching. Please remember to like and share if this helped you out, if you think it can help someone else out. And feel free to subscribe if you enjoy DIY computer content like this, or if you just want to keep me on hand to answer any of your future computer questions. I do try to answer all questions throughout my channel at least a couple times a day. Also, feel free to check out the related links section below in the description. From time to time, I do try to add things in there that I think will help you with your general computer life, make it more productive, more enjoyable. So thanks again for watching, everyone. I look forward to seeing you on my next video.